and welcome to another edition of Hey, What's That Record? I'm your host, Diane Friminin. Every few years or so, a record comes along that makes you say, hey, what's that you're listening to? Or, please, could you turn that up a bit? I think I quite like it. This week, we're taking a look into a record that really made me say, hey, what is that record? The answer to that question is, in itself, a question. Do you bongo? And with me here today is the bongo man himself, Mr. Joey Joesph. Joey, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Diane. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
I know on your past records, you were sort of a one-man band, playing all the instruments and that, but I notice on this, your 7th LP is credited to yourself and Bongo 3. Tell me, what's that about?
Yeah, so Bongo 3 is a great punk band. It's a three-piece. Kimmy Cigarette plays synthesizers, Lizzie Says is the guitarist, and Dottie plays drums. I feel very lucky that our paths crossed.
I see. And they're sort of the backing band on this record.
Yeah, they contacted me last year wanting to record a few of their songs, so they came to my place.
Your studio, the Eyebrow Palace?
Yeah, that's right. And we did 3 of their songs in a day, which are going to be on a 7-inch that are coming out the same time as You Bongo, which I'm really excited about. So we were talking about payment for the session, and I kind of floated the idea of them being the backing band on the record that I was working on, sort of half joking. And they went for the idea. They seemed excited about it, and we got to work. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm quite looking forward to hearing their 45.
Yeah.
So, Do You Bongo seems to inhabit a sort of home video age nightmare, kind of wasteland environment. Cultists are running rampant, brainwashing people, brainwashing adults, really. And the children of this world are left to fend for themselves in a sort of Cronenbergian Lord of the Flies scenario. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, exactly. As I was working with Kimmy, Lizzie, and Dottie, I was really inspired by their experience, and I wanted to try to tell their story with them, with their permission, of course. I was just really fascinated by this band of people who were left emotionally orphaned by these shitty, hateful, radical groups that spread false information, kind of playing on people's fears to manipulate and control them. And how sad it is when people are kind of in the right sort of vulnerable situation that they're able to be convinced of kind of getting on board with almost anything. It's frightening. And then, how despicable it is on the part of the people who have the power in this situation.
Quite. And can you speak a bit about some of the music that influenced the sound of Do You Bongo? I thought I was hearing a touch of Soft Boys in that opening track, Beelzebub.
Yeah, totally. I love the Soft Boys. The Saints, my friend recently turned me on to. I love that big power pop, punk sound. Devo, of course, this band from Indiana, the Coneheads, Silicon Prairie, Hirsch Guy, Josephine. I love the kind of paranoia on John Cale's Fear album. I was listening a lot to We're Only in It for the Money by the Mothers of Invention. But I think probably the biggest sonic influence on Do You Bongo was Night Dolls with Hairspray by James Ferraro. It's really wild and it just kind of immerses you in this unique, hyper-specific world. And I've always been really drawn to the sort of lo-fi bubblegum tape collage kind of thing anyway, so I wanted to try to lean into that with the production on this one.
Very interesting. Going back to the lyrics on Do You Bongo, the song Rock and Roll Music. Comes off as sort of playfully angry, bordering on anti-religious. Can you speak about that?
Yeah, maybe anti-organized religion would be closer. I think that if you look at the things that the Christ figure historically really seemed to be stressing, it was all about trying to be as selfless as possible and really just loving people and being treating people well, which I think are things that almost anyone could get behind. But too often, I think the Christian organization has done a really good job of maybe misunderstanding and certainly misrepresenting what I believe it's all about. In my experience, something I've seen a lot of is taking this thing that's supposed to be about love and kindness and kind of shifting the focus to fear and shame, and then sometimes using their power again to manipulate and control people who are looking for answers or comfort in a hard world. And then using the image of this angry, all-powerful deity to sort of defend their actions, it makes me really sad. Yeah.
Aside from the young ladies in Bongo 3, are there other players on this record?
Yes. My friend Carl Spaeth added the synth noise to the song Kimmy Cigarette. He's a writer and a comic. He makes music under the name Big Acid, which is really great stuff. Corey Pavlinac, who writes really amazing songs as Zoo, played electric guitar on the song Apollyon Galore. And Gabriel Birnbaum from the band Wildermaker played saxophone on that one, and also the song Lizzie Says. Josh Kufelt from Sacred Spirits added vocals, guitar, and drum machine to the title track. And he's one of the most interesting songwriters I know. Just a really incredible artist. And in the song Dottie's Motorbike, you can hear a loud gulp at one point. That's my friend Jordan Goff, who is a filmmaker, multi-instrumentalist, musician, puppet maker. He's one of the most inspiring people I know, for sure.
Wonderful, thank you. Do You Bongo releases 19 August on the Eyebrow Palace label, as well as the debut 45 7-inch by the Bongo 3. Joey, thank you again for joining us, and congratulations on another excellent offering.
Thank you.
I'm Diane Friminen, perpetually asking, hey, what's that record? Until next time.